This woman almost fell to her death when she first entered her home, especially when she saw the scene in front of her. Immediately scared her to freeze, only to see the floor appeared a bottomless huge pit. There was even a low, eerie laughter coming from inside. After reacting, Juliet wanted to open the door to escape, but the door was locked and could not be opened. Looking at the huge pit in front of her, Juliet did not know what to do. In a hurry, she ran to the stairs, but the staircase seemed to have turned into a heavenly staircase, as if it was an endless abyss staring at her. Just when she didn't know what to do, her cell phone suddenly rang in her pocket. She was about to pick it up, but she dropped the phone without realizing it. Just as she was approaching the edge to check, a few strange electric sparks suddenly appeared in the pit, as if they were floating out of the dark world. But that's not all. There seemed to be a voice calling out to her from the dark pit. Juliet was filled with fear and powerlessness. Ever since she'd been with Nick, strange things had been happening to her. Then she fell asleep without realizing it, but the ringing of her cell phone suddenly woke her up. Juliet gathered her courage and took a tentative step forward. But strangely, the floor suddenly recovered. Juliet was pleasantly surprised. As expected, every time she took a step, the floor recovered. Juliet couldn't help but become bold. Along with the recovery of the floor, the cell phone she dropped into the pit suddenly appeared. In the blink of an eye, the scene in the living room returned to normal.
Hello? Juliet?
Nick.
It turned out to be a call from Nick, but Juliet didn't tell Nick about it. After all, if she didn't see this kind of thing with her own eyes, even she wouldn't believe it. Then she hung up with Nick. She thought it was over, but late at night, her cell phone rang again. Unexpectedly, what came out of the cell phone was the strange voice from the pit.
Who is this? You answer me, who is this?